think a man's good looking and then I look at him and then he doesn't approach me. Like, did you not see?
Shut the up. Anyways, boys, we got a par 3 here. There's a little pond right in front of the hole, so I gotta lob it right over that thing.
Oh! I thought you wanted red. What? I thought you did.
You better clean up all this
No,
mess.
Dion, that's too much.
You better clean up all this mess. You better clean up all this mess, though.
That's crazy.
You better clean all that mess up.
What? You do too much. You do a little too much.
Hurry up and clean all that up.
I flew here, and I will say on the flight over, I was sitting next to these 3 kids with their dad, and it really ruined the flight. Sorry, the whole flight, they were just like, daddy, 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 daddy. I'm like, you've ruined that word.
Does anybody else have a husband that they just absolutely cannot vent to?
I shit you not, the very next day after she made this video, her entire transmission just failed. Okay, just going down the road just stopped working. Okay, let me tell you right now, I'm serious, like this is me taking it apart. Okay, I mean, it's gone. And she called me and she said, hey, oh my gosh, the transmission is doing something weird, the car is revving, I don't know what to do, oh my god. And I was like, the car's revving? Oh my god, you think it's a transmission? Holy crap, oh my god, that sucks, oh my god, life sucks, and she was like, no, what do you mean? I was like, what, you didn't want to vent? You don't want to vent? You want to vent now? I thought it was just vent to me, it's fine. I don't need to solve problems, have solutions, I don't need to fix your car, just vent to me, that's all that matters.
Hear me out. Girls should be getting a paycheck every single month from the government for simply just existing. Why? Because we have way more essential things that we have to buy, and I don't think it's fair that we have to buy those with our own money. Also, we like to shop way more than men do, so it's only fair that we get a paycheck every month.
In a sane world, this would just be a satirical joke, but this is not a sane world. She is being 100% serious when she says women should receive a paycheck from the government for simply existing. A lot of them already do this, but instead of demanding their life be funded by the government, they just demand it be funded by any man unlucky enough to meet them.
What's your relationship advice?
If your man cannot afford your bills, you need to find a job, not another man.
I will never forget when my best friend told me that he was sleeping with the bartender's wife. And he told me that because he needed a favor from me. He wanted me to go to the bar and distract the bartender to stay an hour after the bar closes. Basically, my mission was to keep the bartender busy so he could get busy with the bartender's wife. Problem was, I have a wife of my own, so it just didn't feel right. But that's my best friend, so I told him, okay, I'll do it. So I went to the bar 10 minutes before it closed, and I started a conversation with the bartender as if I was interested in his job. I managed to keep him there 30 minutes after closing, but then he started to get a little suspicious. And he asked me, he was like, why are you still here? The bar's already closed, and I couldn't come up with a lie quick enough, and I felt so bad. I just confessed. I said, listen, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be here distracting you while my friend's at your house banging your wife. But the bartender just started smiling at me, so I started to get confused. And then he put his hand on my shoulder. He stared at me in my eyes and said, listen, I think you should hurry home because I've never been married.
This is how to make your salt at home taste better and give it a little more flavor. So what I do is I just pour a little bit of salt that I have in a big container into this like that. And I just normally measure with my eyes, not physically but mentally. And then I take some table salt, and all you're gonna do is just put a couple little dashes of it in there like that, not too much. And what this is gonna do is when the flavors combine, it's gonna give it a really nice zest, and it's gonna taste great on whatever you put it on.
I never knew simply salting your salt. transformed it into this magical blend. Big thanks to this lady for letting us in on her culinary secrets.
No, I just don't think I can run this marathon.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can't.
Why would you say that? You're the one who said you would run with me every day. You're the one who made me sign up for this.
I mean, maybe, like, I just don't think you have it in you.
Okay, well, I don't think you have it in you to run the 4 miles that you signed up for, but f you, I'm about to go run right now. I'm about to be so fast. You're about to see me out there break records. Bye.
When she senses a man is about to be right, she will do anything in her power to prevent it, other than taking accountability. Also, it's pretty funny to watch her get upset just because he agreed with what she said.
Hold up.
This guy goes in and talking about how women dress in the gym. This video isn't about that. Honestly, at this point in my life, I don't care what women wear to the gym. Do whatever you want. It's like, I don't care. What I did want to say is women will say, why don't men protect women? Then we'll give you the keys to the protection and you'll say that we hate you for the protection that we gave you. You didn't like the way we told you. I'll give you an example, right? That dude, John, don't know his, John and then B is a long last name. He made a video saying, hey, like, don't go to places that you know have potential danger because it's potentially dangerous. And women were saying that he was a victim blamer, that he hates women, yada, 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 right? And I'm just like, I feel like that's common sense, or at least it should be, right? Like, men will say, hey, don't do this, ladies, because it will attract a certain type of man. And their rebuttal to that would be, well, men should just be better. That's like your driving instructor telling you, hey, be a defensive driver, and you tell your driving instructor people should just drive better. Well, yes, people should just drive better, but there's always going to be a person who's drunk driving, who's speeding, who's driving recklessly, right? So for you to tell your driving instructor, no, people should just dress better, drive better, of course they should just drive better. But that's not going to happen. That's not reality. And I already know there's going to be women who see this and say, oh, he hates women. And that goes into my next point. We'll tell you what to do to minimize the chances of your danger, right? But you don't like that way. You want it to be done a different way. I'll give you an example. What it feels like essentially is like, imagine there's a woman trapped in a volcano and you have this rope that you can throw down to her and then you can pull her up, right? But when you say, hey, I got this rope, and you throw it down to her, she's like, why didn't you just get me a ladder? What? I'm trying to help you, but you don't like the way you're being helped. I try to give you the instruction to say, stay safe, and you say, why don't we protect you? No, we're protecting you. You just don't listen to the instruction of the protection. That's like having a bodyguard, and the bodyguard tells you to move a certain way while you're in the city, and you say, why doesn't everyone in the city just act right? That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to protect, not to, there's always going to be evil. There's always going to be evil. No matter what men do, you're saying all men should be accountable for other men. Okay, cool. Let's say hypothetically in your world, all men start holding all other dangerous men accountable. You know what those dangerous men are going to do? They're going to become chameleons. They're going to act like the good men until they're in a situation where they can take advantage of you. That's exactly what happens. And first of all, I would say that's exactly what happens now. Most of the time, the bad men act like decent men until they have the opportunity to pounce on you. You think the serial assaulter is acting like a serial assaulter?
It's because those types of women are incapable of taking any amount of accountability. Here's an even simpler analogy. If you're at a red light and you see a semi-truck coming up on you fast in your rearview mirror, are you going to stay in the lane and get rear-ended or move out of the way so you don't get hit? It's not your fault if you get hit, but your decision can completely alter the outcome by preventing you from being hit.
I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing, but there's a reason.
Ma'am, we're discussing the rezoning for the Portillos. Do you have any comments on that?
For what?
We're discussing the rezoning on 53rd for...
Well, I live on 63rd.
Again, we're here to hear comments about the rezoning.
Well, I don't like Facebook, and I don't like the internet because I can't find a job. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
Feels absolutely amazing to finally spread my legs and be the person that I know I am musically.
You just said spread your legs.
I just said spread spread my wings musically.
That's simply muscle memory. Do you want to know what else is muscle memory? I have no idea, but what I do know is that you will love this next video. I will see you there.